Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 22nd flight demonstration of the 2017 season. I'm Lieutenant Brandon Hepler, the narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here in Millville, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude, in traditional Blue Angel formation, so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Tyler Davies. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Atlanta, Georgia, Commander Frank Weiser. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from McPherson, Kansas, Lieutenant Lance Benson. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Danville, California, Lieutenant Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant David Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Los Altos, California, Commander Ryan Bernacki. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into the jets, you are witnessing the teamwork found in every Navy and Marine Corps unit. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crew and pilots, we invite you to follow the team on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There you can get exclusive pictures and videos, as well as a behind-the-scenes look at our organization and how we operate.
I'll tell her how to go.
The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the straight-winged F-9F2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9F8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our 31st year of flying the combat-proven Boeing FA-18 Hornet. The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18s. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the checks they will be performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1983.
0132. Clear to taxi. Runway 2. Thanks, Axel. Clear to taxi. Runway 2.
Takeoff of the Blue Angels, first established 71 years ago. 17 officers, over 100 personnel comprised of the flight demonstration squadrons. Pilots 1 through 4 flying the diamond formation, displaying the precision flight required of Navy and Marine Corps aviators, while pilots 5 and 6 fly as solo, demonstrating the maximum performance capabilities of the aircraft. Once again, I'm Lieutenant Brandon Millville and the narrator for the flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the key influencer and music personality. Blue Angel number 8, Lieutenant Dave Steffi from Birmingham, Alabama, is the squadron's naval flight officer and events coordinator. Commander Matt Cassidy from the Midwest, Texas, serves as the squadron's executive officer. Lieutenant Sam Rose, our maintenance officer from White House, Texas, is responsible for the main equipment From Ocala, Florida, the Blue Angel flight serves as Lieutenant Juan Guerra. From Cambridge, Massachusetts, our supply officer is Lieutenant Brian Pace. From Longmont, Colorado, our public affairs officer is Lieutenant Joe Montz. From Scranton, Pennsylvania, our administration officer is Lieutenant Junior Grade Tim Hawkins. Our Boeing technical representatives are Mr. Jack Ralph from Fort Worth, Texas, Mr. Todd Lawson from Tigard, Oregon, and Mr. Lanny Harnischlager from Nantucket, Massachusetts. Our financial management analysts are Mr. Patrick Rushing from Ocala, Florida, and Mr. Bora Valentino from Hazlet, New Jersey. Our information technologies POC is Mr. David Bowe from Pensacola, Florida. The 6 demonstration pilots are approaching the end of the runway to begin their takeoff sequence. Very shortly, Commander Bernacchi will call for the 4 diamond pilots to take fingertip formation. In this formation, Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot, will be positioned outboard of Blue Angel number 2 on the right wing. From there, they will initiate their takeoff roll, transition to the diamond on liftoff, and perform the diamond burner loop on takeoff. As the diamond clears the flight line, the 2 solo pilots will begin their takeoff maneuvers. In a dynamic display of the thrust produced by these General Electric engines, Commander Weiser will roll Blue Angel number 5 360 degrees immediately after takeoff with the landing gear still extended, while simultaneously Lieutenant Davies in Blue Angel number 6 executes a precise low transition, pulls the nose straight up, and completes the maneuver with a half loop, also known as an Immelman, as he exits the flight line inverted to the right.
Updated winds are 1209. We on the airfield and airspace. You're clear for takeoff. Have a good one. Thanks, XO. Clear for takeoff. Solos ready to roll. Big roll, boss. We're clear for takeoff. This is 1209. Okay, forward. Let's go start to take off. Take over, turn on. Maneuver. Diamond burner loop. Left turn out. Top. Diamond up, let's go. Let's run up.
Now, to your right, Commander Bernacchi calls, smoke on, off brakes now. Burners ready now, and the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you will notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines are in afterburner. pilots will experience up to 4 times the force of gravity as they pull to level to complete this looping maneuver. Back to the right, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are rolling. Blue Angel number 5 will complete the floating roll on takeoff, while Blue Angel number 6 executes the pre-side switch. The Blue Angel Diamond will momentarily be making its approach from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, they will give you the opportunity to get a close look at the precision flying mechanism of 18-inch wingtip to canopy separation between these 4 aircraft. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. Weightlessness or ballistic flight, similar to that experienced by astronauts in space, will now be felt by the 2 solo pilots. Approaching center point, Commander Weiser, Lieutenant Davies will roll their aircraft to 90 degrees angle of bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. The Diamond is approaching for a maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All 4 aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. The 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees crossing center point. The opposing inverted to inverted rolls. Command. All 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond Aileron Roll. here's Commander Bernacchi. Pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the two solo pilots. To the right, Commander Weiser and Lieutenant Davies will establish a mirror image formation. But look closely, for both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis. For Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea, slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty slow-speed handling characteristics of the Boeing FA-18, Commander Bernacchi is called for the extension of the landing gear and tailhooks by the 4 Diamond pilots, as they execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the Diamond Dirty Loop. He'll execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, As the 4 Diamond pilots approach once again, you should notice 2 significant modifications. While the wingman, Lieutenant Cruz and Lieutenant Scott, maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation, the flight leader and slot pilot are both inverted. From the right, the Blue Angel double farball. spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line at 400 miles per hour. Having rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossing minimum separation, observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity across their aircraft over center point. To establish a right echelon formation. From the right, at 356 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they'll complete 2 consecutive rolls totaling 720 degrees with a closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. To the left, the 4 diamond pilots have established a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Commander Bernanke will roll the formation 360 degrees into the 3 wingmen. During this extremely difficult maneuver, Lieutenant Vince Helmet outpost position will experience 4 times the displacement generated by Commander Bernanke's aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel left echelon roll. Smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Completes his rendezvous with the diamond to the right. To the right, Commander Weiser has joined the diamond in the line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the 4 pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path toward Commander Bernanke's aircraft. They'll climb up through vertical under heavy G as they perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast loop.
In the restless dreams I walked
As they exit to the left, Commander Bernanke calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5. You have seen several flight profiles of the F-18. The 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate precision roll rate control. Approaching center point, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation, and crossing center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation rolls. Behind the spectator area, the 4 diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for a dynamic separation maneuver. Holding up through vertical, they'll smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel vertical away. Commander Weiser and Lieutenant Davies are approaching to demonstrate the impressive pitch rate of the F-18. Crossing center point, they'll execute a maximum performance climb with a split-X reversal, bringing their aircraft back over show center. Commander Bernacchi is rolling out the diamond formation for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. Pulling up through vertical, he'll roll the formation 90 degrees and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver. As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. The Blue Angels. Section. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuck-over roll.
That's a good picture. Yep. Awesome. Thanks.
Is rolling out the diamond formation for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back toward the flight line. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all four pilots converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. To the right, Commander Weiser and Lieutenant Davies are approaching to demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide slow speed handling that sets the Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section High Alpha Pass. pilot pilots to simultaneously select full afterburner. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 128,000 pounds of thrust. Provided us with the optimal conditions to fly each of our demonstration pilots on the 120 training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd to the right, the 2 solo pilots have joined the Diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta roll. All 5 wingmen maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over center point. Commander brings the formation back to the flight line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. In an aerial salute to our forward deployed forces, all 6 aircraft will separate, perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 Diamond pilots will rendezvous through a looping maneuver. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Let's listen in. pilots are rejoining the diamond for another Delta maneuver. As they rendezvous, observe as Commander Bernanke performs a reversal turn, rolling out the entire formation for the Delta loop, break, cross.
Oh, are you?
Commander Bernanke tilts his head back, looking at the flight line near Millville. Over the top is smoke regulations with the primary show center point. Now watch closely as Commander Bernanke calls smoke on, ready break. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a 1/2 Cuban 8 reversal turn. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards center point. From 6 different directions, with maximum closure and minimum separation, they will converge on center point and cross, with a combined closure rate of nearly 1,000 miles per hour. For a description of our maneuvers and an in-depth look at our team and individual biographies, please visit our website or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In front of the crowd, the Delta is making its approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta breakout. Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence spanning 106 years of naval aviation. The 2017 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the right, your 2017 Blue Angels! Placed upon naval aviators is that they be able to land their aircraft on a ship at sea. Whether it be a tactical jet, propeller-driven aircraft, or helicopter, each requires skill, which the naval aviator must master. In order to perfect this skill, Navy and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in the landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Commander Bernanke's wingman will be demonstrating this simulated carrier pattern. Approaching the runway from the right, Commander Bernanke is ensuring that the landing checks have been completed and that each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they make constant power and lineup corrections, maintaining the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point. The demonstration pilots that you've been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 71 years provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform these flight demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the Blue Angel maintenance crew. Command Master Chief Blake Schimmel from Wheaton, Illinois. Maintenance Master Chief Matthew Heathcote from Bradford, Illinois. Maintenance Chief Pedro Gonzalez from Caracas, Venezuela. Maintenance Chief Van Wilkerson from Gary, Indiana. Crew Coordinator Zach Miller from Elkmont, Alabama. Crew Chief Number 1 Razmay Lewis from Columbia, Missouri. First Mech Sean McCursey from Phelan, California. Crew Chief Number 2 Sarah Shank from Rogersville, Tennessee. First Mech Yael Martinez from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Crew Chief Number 3, Tommy Tran from Round Rock, Texas. First Mech, John Worrell from Wildwood, Florida. Crew Chief Number 4, Jonathan Cronin from Bronx, New York. First Mech, Stephanie Derjicki from Queens, New York. Crew Chief Number 5, Rich Sweeney from Westfield, New Jersey. First Mech, Chris Inlow from La Plata, Maryland. Crew Chief Number 6, Michael McDuffie from Blackshear, Georgia. First Mech, Derek Hamlin from Brownwood, Texas. Crew Chief Number 7, Art Stockpole from Kingston, Jamaica. Runway Alert Crew, Jonathan Grant from Zimmerman, Minnesota. Jose Torres from Aransas Pass, Texas. Andy Tate from Winfield, Kansas. Ori Hinkle from Chicago, Illinois. Shane Miller from Woodbine, Georgia. As they step away from their aircraft, I would like to take one final opportunity to introduce the demonstration pilots that you've been watching perform here this afternoon.
You'll be over there.
Having secured their engines, the pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on signal from Commander Bernanke. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here in Millville. This, our 22nd flight demonstration of the 2017 season. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Tyler Davies. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Atlanta, Georgia, Commander Frank Weiser. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from McPherson, Kansas, Lieutenant Lance Benson. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Danville, California, Lieutenant Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Damon Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Los Altos, California, Commander Ray Bernanke. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the Blue Angels 2017.